Gucci Mane and Pooh Shiesty. Imagine your artist sticking you up, get out his contract, man. Up to Draco at you. Have somebody block the door. Have his confidants hold everybody else in the studio at gunpoint and tell you, man, I'm gonna kill you or let me out my deal. For those who don't know, that's essentially what happened with Pooh Shiesty and Gucci Mane. He upped the Draco, and mind you, everybody that was with him, well, they were all in his entourage, but it was another well-known Memphis artist named Big 30. Yeah. And then on top of that, his dad was with him. His father helped him rob or hold at gunpoint and kidnap Gucci Mane to get out his deal. And if you don't even know further, Pooh Shiesty just did a bid of about like 3 years or so. He got out late last year, had a song go to the top of the charts.
FDO.
Yep, first day out, and now he is headed probably back to prison for life. And he ain't even been out a year.
Some people live what they rap about.
Be honest in your raps.
Some people live what they rap about.
He said, brr, he keep that brr.
I think it, and what's interesting about this, I remember I was dealing with, several Christian rappers at a certain point in time. And me and my homeboy Street Symphony, shout out to Street Symphony, they were talking about crossing over as artists, crossing over into the mainstream.
Yeah.
And Street was like, bro, what you mean crossing over? Like,
what is that?
What does that even mean? You rap about your life and they rap about their life.
Yeah.
And it was this concept that I think for a lot of people, they never thought that rap was more than just words, that it is actual people that are putting the reason why the music sounds so good is because they're actually telling the story.
Yeah.
Like the reason they have such intimate understanding of the streets to where you hear it and you feel like you're in the streets. It's because they either are in close proximity to it or they're actually actively active
doing that
in the streets.
Yeah.
So when I hear Christian rappers always talk about like mainstream and this and that and this and that, it's like, nah, I don't think, when Pooh Shiesty is writing records, he's thinking I'm about to make a mainstream song. He's thinking I'm making a song.
I'm about to rap about my life.
About my life. And that oftentimes the reason Christian music doesn't cross over in the mainstream is because your life don't have that much in common with the average person.
Listen, message.
And in some ways that's a good thing.
In some ways that's a terrible
And in some ways it's like, yes, I am actively desiring not to live in my flesh.
Yeah.
And people are like, I don't relate with that because I want to get them cheeks.
I want to smoke. I want to drink.
I'm trying to smash. Like as much as possible.
And you're like, pop this pill.
Yes.
Yeah.
And because of that lifestyle doesn't necessarily relate to a lot of the average people.
Yeah.
Or you're like, man, I don't got to get money. The average human being is like,
I need money.
I want as much money as
possible.
Filthy rich, filthy stinking rich.
So it don't do
so
nothing
it don't
for
relate.
Me.
So when they're on a money mission and you telling them, man, don't chase that money, don't chase that paper. They're like, man, cut this off. What is
this dude talking about?
Cut this all the way off.
Yeah. And I think with that in Christian hip hop, I think that's why we stress for people to talk about their real lives. Because that would be my main question to a lot of Christian artists. Like, man, what do you struggle with? Like, what do you go through?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, instead of, and this is, I'm not talking about anybody in particular when I say this, but like, instead of like calling things or people out, like, man, why don't you call yourself out on your record? Why don't you talk about your shortcomings on the record and how you overcame them, or how you haven't overcome them and you're still trying to figure it out. I'm actively trying to figure it out right now.
Yeah. Cause a lot of mainstream rappers are going and committing crimes and then they rap it about the crime they committed.
Oh God.
Like literally,
because they probably needed to commit that crime to eat. Well,
or maybe they just did it off of ego.
Yeah, off ego. I was gonna say that. Yeah. That's why I had to go back. Like, nah.
Bro,
sometimes
it's 2026.
Yeah, some
bro.
dudes just love.
Like, bro,
some
man,
dudes
you got to
wanna
learn how
do
to
that.
do something with AI,
Yeah,
or whatever. But like, we not like
some dudes enjoy being criminals.
Gang banging is fried in 2026.
I'm not so sure
you
though.
make more money as a streamer than a gang banger.
I'm not so sure.
No, I know that people are gang banging.
Yeah.
I'm just saying the idea of I don't have no other option.
Mm-hmm.
That's not necessarily.
Like you no matter where you at, you got an option.
Yeah, it's like you. I mean, you could literally.
So,
well, I ain't gonna say. I'll say, not. There's areas of the country that's undereducated. Mm-hmm. It's areas of the country that have very little upward momentum, and everybody doesn't have an option. But I think the idea of the rapper not having an option.
Yeah. I agree.
The rapper that's signed to a record label that is being funded, like that idea of I'm still doing this while I have a hit record.
Yeah. Because and I was the reason why I was about to go back and forth is because I just went to Chicago. You know what I'm saying? And
there's not a lot of upward mobility in Chicago.
I was on 63rd.
Yeah,
and like I was telling somebody earlier, like. Nothing was happening. You know what I'm saying? Kids was in school, things was happening, people going to work, but you could feel the energy. It was a dark energy. You know what I'm saying? And it was middle of the day.
It's called poverty.
You know what I'm saying?
What you was feeling was poverty. You was feeling a lack of, and it's not even a lack of government programs because the government has tons of programs. Mm-hmm. The unfortunate thing is the very people that need them are the very people that don't know about the programs. Period. Mm-hmm. I took a whole group of people to the White House to talk with the SBA. And they're like, we have tons of loans for minorities that are sitting here. And then somebody finds out about, that loan, and it might be a white dude, and he got 5% Cherokee Indian in him, and he go get the loan that's built for the minorities. So in a lot of our neighborhoods, we don't even have the education distribution.
Yeah.
Or they make the process of getting grants and loans so hard that you need somebody that's... Now imagine being somebody that's going for education, loan or grant.
Yeah.
But you need somebody that's highly educated to make the loan and grant
happen. Right.
So they defeats the purpose.
Yeah.
Because the point I need the money is so I can be educated. You see what I'm saying? Yeah.
It's about the who you know sometimes, and a lot of those who ain't where the programs is most
they're not
most needed.
63rd Street, Chicago.
Right.
I can tell you that for
they
sure.
ain't on 63rd and normal.
Yeah.
I can tell you that for sure.